We started the Lawyer Dana podcast because we have a really unique perspective on how the world works. We have seen what thousands and thousands of people have done that are learning experiences that we can share with you and learn from. We began this podcast so that you can live a better life by being a subscriber to our channel. The content that we're putting out is different. We want to entertain you, but we also want to educate you. Some of the stuff's going to be a little bit silly and goofy. We're going to have comedians on, and it's going to be entertaining on that. Some of it's going to be pretty deep and very insightful. So what you can gain by watching this is that you can be entertained, but also grasp some wisdom out of the content that we're providing. Because we're going to talk about relationships, we're going to talk about finances, we're going to talk about the things that you are going to want to know in order for you to live a better life, the things that actually lead you to prosperity. We're not going to be giving you what the mainstream media tends to give you, which is all the propaganda and the, oh, you're a victim and you're going to be put down and these things are terrible for you. No, we're going to be teaching you the things that you need to know and inspiring you to go out there and make yourself the person that you want to be so that you can achieve what you want out of life. We want you to be the best version of you. And that's why we do this podcast, because we have seen over and over and over, not only what not to do, but we also see what works. Because what we're going to try and do is tell you what to do instead of what not to do. Because if you're thinking about what not to do, like for example, your coach says, go out there and just make sure you don't fumble. Because if you fumble that ball, we're going to lose. All you got to do is not fumble. Well, what is the person going to be thinking in their mind? They're going to be thinking of fumbling, and they're most likely to fumble. But when the coach says, you hold on to that ball and you run through, you put your head down and you push and you don't let them push you down and you get it and get that ball past that 1 yard line. Well, now you know what to do. If you're focusing on that, that's what's going to get you there. That's the type of content that we're going to be teaching you. For my entire career as a lawyer, I've approached family law in a different way, especially in a divorce. You can't just measure everything in terms of money. Of course, money is an important factor, but if you're only measuring things in terms of money, then you need to put a value on whether or not your kids hate you for the way that you treated their other parent. There's a lot of intangibles. And what we have found is that if you're looking at the trees, which is what most lawyers and most people do, and you're skiing, if you're looking at the trees, you're going to hit the trees. Where do you look if you're trying to get down a mountain without hitting a tree and seriously injuring yourself? You look at the space in between the trees. In fact, when you're looking at where you want to go and what it is that you really want to do, the trees even seem to disappear. In family law, everybody seems to be worried about what they did wrong and all the evils of it, as opposed to where is it that we really want to go? We want to go towards something that's healthy. So we focus on what's healthy. Well, after thousands and thousands of clients and almost 20 years of doing that, I have a very unique perspective on what helps people and what really works. So we've created this podcast in order to share some of that with you, because the most selfish thing that I could actually do would be to not share this wisdom. We're in here to try and share wisdom. We're also here to entertain you, because if we don't entertain you, then you're going to turn the channel. So stick with us, because we're going to inform you, we're going to educate you, and we're going to help you and inspire you. We're going to give you different suggestions. You're going to see different examples, because we want you to live a better life because you watch our podcast. And the more that you like, subscribe, and especially share, bring in other subscribers, the bigger that this channel gets, then the better the guests that we can get on, and the more our team is going to be working to deliver you a higher quality show. We really appreciate the support from all of our subscribers so far, and we're looking to a lot of growth in the future. Really great guests coming up, and it's going to be a really great year in 2025. Thank you so much. This is the Lawyer Dana Show.